Today, the discussion has shifted to alkali, Khaar. Alkali is a substance in which any spirit or volatile essence can be captured or preserved. Some people might think that I am referring to the soul that exists in living beings, but that is not the case. Here I am referring to certain medicines that evaporate easily when exposed to heat. They fly away, turning into smoke or gas and dispersing into the air. There are also some substances that cannot be converted into Kushta, calcined preparations, and cannot be easily processed through traditional methods such as Tadbeer, detoxification, or Tashwiyah, heating processes. Some people who develop an interest in alchemy spend their entire lives experimenting with substances such as Sulfur, Gandhak, Mercury, Sīmāb, Cinnabar, Shingraf, Orpiment, Hartal. They continue attempting various heating and transformation processes. Unfortunately, many of these individuals lack proper scientific education. Even basic science books clearly state that an atom cannot be split in its natural state without extreme conditions. If an atom were split and its structure altered, it could change the nature of the substance itself. In theory, by altering the electrons and protons of a metal, one could transform it into another metal. However, when atoms are forced into conditions where chain reactions begin automatically, the result is often destruction and devastation, as history has shown. The special property of alkali. The main point to understand is that alkali has special properties that can stabilize certain volatile substances, especially those that possess the nature of a spirit or volatile essence. Alkali does not only refer to substances like Khaar, natural soda ash, or barley alkali, which people commonly recognize. In reality, alkaline substances exist in many foods, medicines, plants, and minerals in different forms. For example, the plant Calotropis, Ayak, Madar, contains strong alkaline properties and has many medicinal benefits. The vegetables cucumber, Cucumis sativus, and gherkins also contain strong alkaline qualities in their nutritional form. Similarly, pumpkin, Cucurbita species, goat milk also contain alkaline effects. In an earlier discussion, I mentioned that prophets were advised to consume pumpkin and goat milk. One may wonder why such guidance was given. These foods contain beneficial alkaline properties that support the body: salt, acid, and alkali. Earlier I explained what salt is what acids are. Now we are discussing alkali. At the same time, I am leaving several questions for viewers to think about. Try to reflect and analyze these ideas carefully. When you think deeply about them, your understanding will gradually expand. If someone simply asks for direct answers without reflection, the deeper meaning may never be understood. Powerful and dangerous forms of alkali. Alkali has always been part of food and medicine, but some forms of alkali can be extremely powerful and even dangerous. For example, the plant Calotropis, Madar, contains strong alkaline properties. If used according to the patient's temperament, it can be beneficial. However, if a patient already has a nervous temperament, giving Madar may cause harm instead of benefit. I have already discussed such matters in earlier posts. Another example is caustic soda, sodium hydroxide, which is a very powerful and dangerous alkali. It is not suitable for internal consumption. However, when caustic soda is triturated with sulfur compounds and kept in a glass bottle under sunlight, it can produce sulfur oil within a few hours. This oil may appear in two colors, white-yellow. The oil can then be extracted with a syringe and used in external medicinal preparations or massage oils. However, this oil should only be used by skilled practitioners because it still contains caustic properties and can be harmful if misused. With repeated refinement, such substances can become more subtle and potent, eventually forming powerful medicinal preparations. Sodium bicarbonate. One alkali that is commonly used in food is sodium bicarbonate, baking soda. It is used in various forms in cooking and medicine. However, the quality of sodium bicarbonate varies greatly in the market. Its price may range from 200 rupees per kilogram to 1800 rupees per kilogram. The cheaper varieties are usually of lower quality and less effective. For medicinal preparations, it is better to obtain high-quality sodium bicarbonate, such as that available from specialized chemical markets like Abkari Road in Lahore. For any advanced medicinal preparations, only the best quality sodium bicarbonate should be used. The discussion will continue in the next part.